Right, good morning, good morning, good afternoon. It's Miss Chenge here with Feli Mates Academy. This is our June 2026 paper 2. Right, we are starting from where we left. If you haven't watched our number 1 and 2, please search for my number 1 and 2. I did a video on that. We are continuing from number 2b. Right, a solid cylinder is a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 8 centimeters. So taking pi to be 3,142 to calculate the volume of the cylinder. So the formula for the volume of a cylinder, the formula is, so our volume, that's our volume, is equal to pi r squared h. That's the volume of a cylinder. So we are told to use pi as 3,142 times our radius. The radius is 5 centimeters. So it's 5 centimeters squared. Then height. Our height is 8 centimeters. So it's times 8 centimeters. We punch those right into our calculator. We have 3,142 times 5 squared times 8. Right, what do we get? So it's 628,4. 628,4. It's an exact figure, so we don't round it off. 628,4 cubic centimeters. Right, that's our part 1. B2B part 1. Then part 2. Right, for our 2B part 2, the total surface area of the cylinder. Right, for total surface area of a cylinder, it's total surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. This 2 pi r is for the circumference of the cylinder. Then multiply it by the height. Add the 2 circular ends there. Right, this end is a circular end and this end is another circular end. So we find the area for these 2 ends there. So it's plus 2 times pi r squared. Why are we multiplying it by 2? We have 2 circular ends, so it's pi r squared times 2, since these circular ends are equal. Right, so we move on to substitute. What is pi? Is 3,142. So we substitute our pi there. Right, so we have 2 times our pi, which is 3,142, times our radius 5 centimeters, times our height, which is 8 centimeters. We are done with this part. Add 2 times pi again is 3,142 times our radius, it's 5 centimeters. We square it again. Right, so what do we get? Let's punch those figures into our calculator. We have 2 times 3,142 times 5 times 8. So that's 251.36 for this part, plus 2 times 3,142 times 5 squared. We have 157.1. These are square centimeters, right? So what do we get if we add the 251.36 plus 157.1? So it's 408.46 square centimeters. If you are not sure about the units, please leave out the units, because you lose marks for substituting the wrong units. If the units for total surface area are square centimeters and you put centimeters, you will lose the answer mark. So if you are not sure about the units, I advise you to leave out the units. Right, then number 3, that's our number 3. The bearing of A from B is 280 degrees, right? So we are saying the bearing of A from B. So we are going to put our compass at the point where we are told from. So it's from B. That's our B. This is our north line. So we are told that the bearing of A from B is 280. So this is 90, 180, 270. So 280 is somewhere here. Then that's our line to A. The bearing of A from B is 280 degrees. So we want to find the 3-figure bearing of B from A. So the 3-figure bearing of B from A, now it's from A. We put our north line there, right? Then we are saying this is 270. This is 270 up to here. So if it's 270, it means if it's 280 up to here and 270 up to here, it means 280 minus 270, this becomes 10 degrees, right? So we have a set angle there. These are parallel lines, right? So we have a set angle there. So this 10 degrees is equal to 10 degrees there, right? So we now find the 3-figure bearing from our north line. Always our 3-figure bearing is measured from the north line there. So 90 degrees plus 10 degrees, what do we get? It's 100 degrees. So the 3-figure bearing of B from A is 100 degrees. Then part B, this was 3A. Then 3B, we have a diagram there. The diagram shows points A, B, C, and D, which are on the circumference of a circle center O. And angle AOB is 76 degrees, and line AB is parallel to line DO. Find those angles, right? For that particular question, if we have a question on angles or circle geometry or whatever, if you are asked to find angles, make sure you find all the angles that you can find, that you are able to find, right? So we have 76, but we have a straight line there. Line AC is a straight line, and we have an angle of 76 there. So we can find this angle. It's 180 minus 76, right? 180 minus 76, what do we get? It's 104. This is 104 degrees, right? We have This is our center. We have a line OD and line OC. These are equal lines. They are radii. They are radii. These two, they are radii. Remember, radius is singular and plural is radii. The plural form is radii. So these two are radii. Right. We have 104 there. We have this angle and this angle. Remember, this is equal to this. Since this is a radius and this is a radius, OD is equal to OC. If OD is equal to OC and this is a triangle, it means this triangle is an isosceles triangle. And the base angles are equal. Right, this angle is equal to this angle. So we subtract 104 from 180, we get a 76. Then we share the 76 equally among these two angles. So 76 divided by 2, it's 76 divided by 2, it's 38 degrees. So this angle is 38 degrees and this is 38 degrees. Then remember, we have a diameter AC. Any angle subtended by the diameter A, the circumference, is 90 degrees. So this is an angle of 90 degrees there. Right. We now know, we also know that line AB is parallel to line DO. So if these two lines are parallel, it therefore means that this angle is, we have a Z angle there, right? Z angle. So this angle is equal to this angle. So this is 76 degrees, right? So if this is 76 and this is 90, we have triangle ABC. So we can now find this angle. Right, 90 plus 76 from 180, since a triangle is up to 180, so it's 90 plus 76, we subtract that from 180, so 90 plus 76, we get 166 from 180, it's 14, so this is 14 degrees. Now, we have this quadrilateral A, B, C, D. It's a cyclic quadrilateral. What is a cyclic quadrilateral? It's a four-sided shape that is all its vertices on the circumference, right? Four-sided shape in a enclosed in a circle, but all its vertices are on the circumference of that circle. Right. So for a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, they are supplementary, meaning they add up to 180. So this angle is equal, this angle and this angle, they are supplementary, they add up to 180. So to find this angle, we can add this to this and again add this to 76, then subtract from 180, since we know that these two angles plus these two, they add up to 180. So we are saying it's 76, this 76 plus 14 plus 38, it's 128. Then subtract 128 from 180, we get 52. So this angle is 52 degrees. Now we have a triangle AOD there. So AOD should also add up to 180. So 52 plus 76 from 180, we are going to get this angle, right? So 52 plus 76 from 180, it's 52. So these are, remember the concept that this is a radius, this is a radius, they are equal. These two lines are equal. So OD is equal to OA, it's an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. Right, I think we are done with our circle. We now find BAC, angle BAC. So it's BAC, it's 76 degrees. Move on to find angle ADO. Angle ADO is 52 degrees. So ADO is 52 degrees. Angle ACD. ACD is 38 degrees. Right? 38 degrees. There we go. It's 38 degrees. Then angle BCA. Angle BCA is 14 degrees. It's 14 degrees. So we are done with, okay, part 5. The special name given to the shape ABCD. Remember we said ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So it's a cyclic quadrilateral. Right. So we are done with our number 3. We are going to do number 4 and 5 in our next video. Oh, number 4 only, because number 4 is very long. So we are going to do number 4 in our next video. Until we meet next time, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to follow my TikTok account. Like my videos, share my videos to your colleagues. Until we meet next time, bye bye.